Hey guys, okay, so slightly different setup. I'm going to pre-record this video. I was tempted to go live and share this video with you, but it's a slightly bigger project than I kind of first thought it would be. It's not a big project, but it's going to take some time, so I'm probably going to film this in short sections and then kind of paste it all together and then share with you guys. But at the time of filming this segment of the video, you will have seen I posted up a little photo of, oh, sorry about this, the light shining there. I popped a little picture up on my Instagram of this with a, what do you think I'm going to do with it? Now, this is a little pocket book that came with, oh gosh, probably wasn't the last sub box or the sub box before. It was like 2-3 cloth and paper sub boxes ago. We got this little, I think it's meant to be like a little cash envelope book. It is, I want to say, 7 or 8 centimeters across by sort of 12 inches or so. Yeah, it's small. It's, it's tiny. And it came with, like, in the sub box we had little cards, and let me just show you inside. So it has these, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little pockets, and on one side it has like this little like secretarial pocket, and on the back it's just flat. But you can see it's like clear plastic pockets, and it was like, what am I going to do with this? I think it was the one that we've got the little leather portfolio, and it has these like receipt style cards which had like spending. So I'm guessing the idea was you could either store receipts in it, use it as a cash envelope, like you could label these pages up for different things, but we don't really use cash anymore. And the cards had like tracking things on, so you could track your spending and that, I suppose. But I had no real use for it, and it has just sat there until I came up with this idea. So I'll come back to this in a second. So this is what I'm going to be using, but I have a project for all of my Girl Boss Anna washi inks. Yeah, I have a lot. I went crazy with Pippy Plans and pretty much ordered all of them. So these are all the ones that she currently has in stock. These are the overlays. So I have got the slightly wider ones, which I will probably share in another part of this video. I have got the washi inks as well, but these are the overlays. So if I just show you exactly what I'm talking, only thing with having gel polish over your nails is you can't just pick things up. There we go. So this is the transparent tape, which you can overlay, and it comes, I don't know if you can see, there's a perforated line just in between each one. So it's on a roll, they are sticky backed, and you just pull them off and stick them wherever you want them. Now, I am loving using these, absolutely loving them. As you can see, I got them all. So many different colours. I will go through them and share the colours in a second. But as you can see, this is, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 sets that I've got. And this is, this case, this gorgeous glittery jelly, it does do up. Case, oh, it's a bit tight. Ooh, it does do up, I have set it up. Is from W.H. Smith, I believe. So this is how I've got them in at the moment. They are all still sealed. These are the only 2 packs I've actually opened, so I can demonstrate what I'm going to be talking about in this video. I did have a load of swatches. That's how I've been using majority of these, and I'm starting to run out. So I decided to pack these up ready to use. But as you can see, I'm hoping once I open all these packets, I can maybe store them in a little bit better. I'm hoping, because these ones on top are 5 packs, where the ones here are only 4 packs. So I'm hoping I'll be able to stack 3 on each top, and then I'll be able to get these 2 in, because at the moment they don't fit. So when I'm at home and I'm planning, obviously I can just grab whichever one I want and use it. But that's crazy to take on the go with you, isn't it? This is mental. So I did make up a washi swatch book, which I haven't got to hand at the moment, but obviously we all have tons of washi, and it's impossible to take it with you. Sometimes I do have a handful of rolls that I do keep in a case, which I tend to take out the whole roll because I use it all the time. It's like so generic, I can use it with everything. But I made a swatch book with just washi cards in and swatches all my washi, and that's what stays in my planner caddy. And it's so much easier to use, and I find I'm using my washi more by having like a swatch book of it rather than going, because sometimes even just looking at this and it's like, oh, I want that one down there, so I've got to get all of these out to get that one out, and it's just, it's a nightmare, isn't it? So I made the swatch book and I'm actually using my washi. So I thought I need to find a way of you know, doing something with all of this Girl Boss Anna inks, because this is crazy. So I realized I still had this, and I thought, why not make a Girl Boss Anna swatch book? Swatch book is probably not the right word. Sample book. So I can take it on the go. I can leave it in my little Delphonics pouch. I've got it with me all the time. So stop waffling. Let's go back. These are the things you're going to need. Either the cloth and paper little pocketbook, if you aren't already using it. If you don't have this, then something similar like a card holder. You can get business card holders, or even like mini sticker albums, like the Simply Gilded, Honeybee. They all do like small little sticker albums. Anything where you can cut a piece of card or plastic, wrap your washi around and slip it in a pocket, and then you'll be able to take it on the go with you. So I will give some other examples when I film the next part of this video, but for the purpose of this video, this is what I'm using. You then need some cut down craft acetate. So this is just some clear craft acetate, which I have measured these pockets. I don't know, that's a bit silly showing you like that, isn't it? I don't know if you can see. I've just measured down so they fit perfectly in the pocket. Without giving you too much glare, you'll be able to see I have cut them down so they don't quite meet the edge. You have a little bit of a gap, because when you wrap the washi around, it does fatten the card up. So if you make it literally edge to edge, there you go, it's probably a little bit better. If you make it edge to edge, it then makes it a little bit tricky to get them inside the pocket. So I always recommend going a good ½ centimetre in. So you need your pocketbook, some cut down craft acetate. I tend to use just craft acetate because it is shiny plastic and washi peels off of it so easily. But obviously you can use playing cards, you can buy washi cards. There's so many things out there. Lots of people, if you don't have craft acetate but you've got laminate sheets, I've run out of this before and I've just run it through the laminator, and so it goes hard, and then I cut it down to size, exactly the same. So cut down craft acetate, your pocketbook. You also need, of course, the washi, and in this instance I'm using the Girl Boss Anna washi inks to make this up. Oh dear, I've just seen lovely dog hair. I recommend a Sharpie pen or marker pen of some kind, which I will get to. Also recommend a little write-on pen that will go on anything. This is the micro pen, but it's basically a uni pin. I recommend a pair of tweezers if you're like me and have nails, or just need that little bit of extra grip to grab bits up. Either a pair of scissors or a slice tool, just to help you get into all these little washi packets. But you'll definitely need a pair of scissors for something that I'm doing if you want to copy that. And I recommend a little glue runner or Pritt stick, something sticky of some kind for another part of what I am actually doing. So first things first, let me actually show you an example. So the plan is to make a swatch book. Here's a couple I've made earlier. So I'm going to run through how to actually achieve this. So these are two that I've done earlier. So this is the fairy dust, which you can see here. I've just wrapped some around here. And then this is a feather bliss, which I've also done. Now, obviously, I will explain exactly what I've done in a minute, but the idea is these then slip into this pocket, and you then have your little sample card, and you can see actually what is where, what colors they are, because I've done it both sides. It's clear. I've done one back to back, so there's two in each pocket. So that's the plan. I will explain this as well, because do you not find sometimes when you're posting those videos and then you want to explain what you're using, you can never remember, especially when it's like a set like this. So I quite like the idea of having this label on here so you can tell which one it is. And then I've also numbered it. You will see there inside these, I have just gone ahead and numbered them. So the other thing is, I found over sort of time doing this, is when you start to run out, especially as you can see, there's lots of different colors in here, which are probably going to be really similar, so it's going to be hard to tell which one is which. So if I find that I'm running low on one of these, I know it's from the fairy dust collection, I might not remember exactly which one it is, because at the moment they are all labeled, but now this is opened, it's not labeled. So you can see here, let me show you, this is probably a good example. There's some very similar colors here. They may even be exactly the same, but as soon as I open this, I'm not going to know which blues are from Shoal and which one are from Fairy Dust. So I'm using the labels to label my little cards, and then I can tell which one is which. And then by numbering them, I can see Fairy Dust is number 1, and then any roll with number 1 inside, I can then match up to, that's this one, I'm running lower, and I can top it up. It makes life so much easier. So let me show you exactly how I made them. So as you can see, there's 2 there ready to go. I'm going to take these out of the pocket. I have pre-cut these and popped them in every single pocket. Let's just go ahead and use this one. Let's move this out of the way for a moment. So first things first, piece of craft acetate. Then you will need your washi selection. So like I was explaining, I like the idea of being able to share which collection I'm currently using when I'm doing my plan with me's and things like this. If someone says, oh, what was that from? I can go, oh, it's this one. And I can, so it just helps people, because the amount of times I see things in other people's videos and I'm like, oh, which one is that? And then they can never remember which like set it was. And then you have to try and scroll through it and try and match it up. And then sometimes it's really hard to find it. So I am actually using the labels that very handily come on here. So this again is why I've got my tweezers. So I could use my little label maker, but by doing this, I've only found so far I can't get the whole thing off completely, hence some of the other tools. So it is just taking this top layer of the label off. So I do have a little label maker, but you may not have a label maker. So one, this is recycling. It's not wasting anything. We're doing our little bit for the planet. 2, part of the work has been done for me. Why do I need to sit and try and make a label when there's already one here I can use? And like I said, if you don't have a label maker, the label's already here for you. So make the most of it. Why not? Half the work's been done. It's, you know, it's spelt correctly. Okay, it might be a little bit more fiddly, but I'm doing my bit saving the planet. Scissors, I'm just going to cut. I don't need the code on here. I just want the name. So I'm just going to cut that little part of the label off. We don't need that bit. So you are just left with the name of the collection that you're currently working with. So glue runner, if you don't have a glue runner, then Pritt stick or anything sticky. You could just run a little bit of tape over the top. I quite using, this is the glue runner that I got in my Colour Cafe, the last little monthly box that she did. And it works absolutely amazingly. So yeah, pop a bit of glue on the back, whether it's Pritt stick, whether it's double-sided tape, whether it's a glue runner, or place it wherever you wish. Obviously you don't have to do this. This is just something that I like to do. I don't do this with all my normal washes because they're a little bit easier to tell apart. It's only these coloured inks that I'd like to be able to say what set I'm using. So that's stuck down. You can see there, completely and utterly stuck down. Or like I said, you could place it and then put a little bit of, you know, sticky tape over the top. Now on to this. So I am just going to jump into my little, oh no, I've got one on here. So a couple of the packets didn't have this little perforated bit, so it was a bit tricky to open. So if you don't, then just slice these packets open. Now, I have a question for you, which you may leave in the comments the answer to. These stickers on top. One, I love them because it's so shiny and pretty. Do you keep these? I've been collecting them. I've been sticking them in the back of a sticker book. I do like to, like every time I get a new washi, I tend to keep it just so I've got like, look, I've got washi from this shop. Is that sad? I quite often use it in my journaling and stuff. So first things first, shoal is open. Now grab your marker. It doesn't have to be a Sharpie, anything you like. So I've already done 1 and 2. Grab your little pen. The only reason I'm using the pen that I know writes and everything is because there's a slight laminate to these labels. So if you are using these labels, or if you're sticking sticky tape over the top, you're going to need something that's going to write on a shiny surface. So I am just going to do a number 3 in a little circle there. And then on the inside of each of these, I'm just going to write, it's a little bit tricky, I'm trying to watch myself on the camera instead of watching myself in real life. I'm going to write number 3. Now I do put it in a circle because sometimes when you just write, if I show you on here, because these tapes have got writing on the inside, if I was to write a number 3, sometimes that's a little bit, can you just see, like, it's a bit trickier to spot it straight away. So I tend to put it in a circle just because that's easier to see for me. Obviously do what you wish. I know a lot of people don't like writing in them. Some, if you want to write the actual name of, so you could write shoal in it, but obviously, you know, some of them, you know, fairy dust, it's going to be a little bit fiddly. You could just do a dot, you could do a line. It's completely up to you. I am not bothered by writing these numbers inside. So now for future reference, when this set is completely jumbled up in this case and I've run out, I know that shoal is set number 3 and I can find any of the washies with a number 3 inside and top it up. So on to the next thing. Back come out the tweezers, pull this little bit of tape off. Now I did keep this little bit of, this is like the tape starter kind of thing. I did keep it on the overlay, not the overlay, the washi inks, because it comes on backing paper, just to hold it down. Because this is the sticky washi overlay, you don't need it. So I'm probably going to discard this piece of tape. But start your tape. Whoop. Line it up on your card where you wish to start. Now I have done 10 individual, so you can see that they are perforated in between. If you can't see, it is literally in between each washi, each ink swatch even. So I'm just wrapping 10 inks around this card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now because this is perforated, I can hold this here and just tug and it breaks just like that. Take number 1, you're getting going. So basically the process is work your way through. I may pause and come back. I may just chat, let me see. But as you can see, I'm going to just go through this whole shoal collection one by one and wrap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I may have miscounted that. I count that one as 10. I think I miscounted there. But these are the ones I've already done. There's the 2 that I've got there. And I'm just going to keep working my way through. So, like I said, I am going to film this video a little bit differently. I'm going to do, this is the start of the project. I won't bore you with doing all of these individual cards. But I will, oh no, it broke already. See, perforated perfectly. You do need to be a little bit gentle with these because too much pressure. And as you can see, one has come off already. But no worries, I will just try again. I'm going to actually line that up there. So it kind of carries on like the others, if that makes sense. Right, 1, 2, whoop, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I count 10 there as well. Now you may ask why I'm doing 10. 10 because it doesn't bulk the card up too much. 10 because if I wanted to do a whole week in say just this blue, I've got enough there with a couple left over to see that I need to top it up. Sorry, I might just have to close my window. I see, hopefully the banging stops. There's people outside banging. Oh, why can't I find the end of this one? It was here, wasn't it? There we go. I've got it. I've got it. I haven't got it. Oh no. There we go. So like I was saying, yeah, I tend to do like 5 or 6 wraps. One, it's an even number when I'm doing standard washi. So I tend to do like 5 or 6 wraps round. I'm doing 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I miscounted those first couple. Never mind. I'm doing 10 little inks because, like I said, if I wanted to do, say I wanted to use this on a week spread and I wanted this along the top of each day, I've got 7. So I've got enough for a whole week plus 1 or 2 spare. I do tend to do this with my sticker book as well. If I'm starting to run low on a washi or a set sticker, I use one of them, and in my to-do I put replace this sticker or replace this washi, and I put a little swatch next to it so I know which one I need to replace. But obviously with this I can just put replace shoal 3rd tape down or something. So I can go to the card, find the shoal card, 1, 2, 3. All right, I need to replace this one. So I can go ahead and find this stack, find that washi and replace it. But I just feel 10 is a nice even number. Obviously you can do as much or as little as you like, but I just felt it's just enough to have like a whole week for one color. Oh, I've miscounted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah! Hang on a minute. Oh, 7. Hold that thought. Line that back up. 8, 9, 10. So yeah, I think I miscounted those top 2 because I finished here on this, but I finished there on that one, so never mind. But there we go. There's just enough on this. It doesn't bulk the book out because obviously this is going to bulk out quite a bit. 2, I've got enough for a whole week without having too much with me. I might find that over time I want a little bit more with me because I go through it quite quickly, so I might up it, but obviously you wrap as much as you want around it. But that is another card done, so that will go into here, that will move over to there, and I will just start on the next packet. I will just grab the next collection out, grab the next card and start again. Peel the label off, trim the code off, stick it along the top, so you ended up with this. Label the label, label the washies, wrap the washies round and pop it in the book. And I'm going to keep going with this until the book is completely full, and I will come back and film again when that's all done, because you guys don't want to just sit here and watch me wrapping these. So with the aid of a little bit of magic and a click of the fingers, hopefully you'll get the other half of this video. Okay, so little update on where I left off. Imagine, blah, 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 magic, magic, magic. You've seen the first half of the video. I'm going to slice this half of the video into it. I'm not even going to try and catch up with special effects. I said I was going to film it in parts. I filmed it in parts because it's been a project. But quick recap on the beginning half of the video. I don't know why I'm doing a quick recap on the beginning half of the video because you're going to watch it all together anyway. But anyway, this is the little sample book that I am putting together. So the first half of the video you would have seen that I mentioned using what I'm going to be using this little pocketbook from the Cloth and Paper sub box a little while ago. Had no use for it. I finally found a use for it. I've got all of these Girl Boss Anna tapes, which needed to go into a sample book. So basically this is my case. As you can see, they've all slowly been opened. I've got 2 more sets to do. I'm going to do that with you now, but these have all been opened, they've all been numbered, and they're just going to sit in this lovely sparkly case like so. As and when I'm planning at home, I can just pull out the colors that I need. If I want to use like this, you can see is one set here. And then the couple on the top, they're from a different set, but I can literally just go, do you know what, this and this match the stickers that I'm currently using, or these 2 match really nicely. I can just pull out what I want, or I can have a look on the card and go, right, I want that set, and then find all the numbers and pull that set out. So these are how they come. I will make the last 2 cards with you in a second, but what I will just say is I have added a few extra bits. So this is my other case. So I believe this is from the Honeybee shop. I think I got it in a sub box. No, it came in a sub box. I bought this in a D-Sash God knows how long ago. So it's kind of really similar to this. Obviously this is a wide one, this is only a skinny one, so this does like 1 roll. So my plan was to use this for like washi and stickers and things for when I travel, but it's actually holding it together. So I tend to use the Girl Boss Anna inks and overlays quite a lot in my planning at the moment, because they're just so versatile, honestly, so versatile. So I didn't want to pack these away in drawers. I kind of wanted them to hand so I could just pull them out and then use them with my planning. So the inks, the overlays are all in this one, and then in here these are the like the washi ones on release paper. So I will just say I have managed to jiggle them about a little bit. I have got some of the skinny like highlighter ones as well. So these are some of the highlighter ones that I've got. Then there are these wide ones. These are really cool. If you see any of my posts, I've been using these recently for like little daily affirmations or something. Look at this, look. Can you see how it fades out? Oh, it's a little bit hard because the ring light is so bright, but it kind of fades. You can see it probably on the roll. It goes from dark to light. They're really cool, like gradients, and they're really wide. So there's 4 of those that I've got, like a purpley, a blue, a slightly lighter blue, and then there's like a greeny one. These really cool. I hope she comes out with more colour versions of these because I really like those. And then these are like washi tapes. So I will just say, in a plan with me the other day, I did explain how I kept the little green tape to hold this down because they come on release paper. But I saw Anna's little creative what do you call it, like live the other day, and I think Jess actually mentioned this is what she does. So she, no, I've ripped one. Oh no, I've completely destroyed this one. That's okay. Right, imagine I'm using this ink. I'm going to take this one off. You've used this one, you pull it off. As you can see, look, it's on release paper, so it doesn't stay down. Now, I was keeping the green tape on here to hold them down. And what Anna said she did was she rips the paper underneath just off. Can you see there? Just off from underneath. And then it sticks down. It kind of, oh, I don't know if you can see it, it like overlaps a little bit, and then you can just peel this one off and use it. And actually I found that works so much better because you couldn't see. So I left the first one on with a little bit of green tape holding it down so you could see the colour. Because when it was in the case with everything, it was like, I can't see what ones I want. And now, doesn't matter which way I look at them, ta-da! So they are like little individual, they're like little individual stickers, really. I can reuse that one. I won't waste this one. I've ripped it a little bit, but it's okay. So they're like little individual like washi stickers. So I will, so going back to what I was saying, this little like swatch book, as it were, now has so it's got the majority of the ink overlays in. It's got all of the inks in it, the washi inks, and it has also got these larger larger washi inks in it, and the little skinnies as well. They're in there too. And just squeeze these last couple in. So yeah, I wanted to keep everything in like so that's all in there, so I can literally go, oh, this set goes really nicely with it. And these are all numbered as well, just like I've been doing this kit. So let's show you. So I said you needed something like, if you've got this little cloth and paper, it was like a little pocket. This is what the pages look like. They're these little clear, it's just got one secretarial pocket on one side. I've cut craft acetate to fit in the pockets. There's 2 in each one. And they are literally just going to be washi cards, basically. Because obviously this is crazy. You can't take this everywhere you go. But this was the reason behind doing it. So one, obviously I want to be able to take it with me, and this is just crazy. But I did this absolutely ages ago. And again, this is a working project. This is just like a card holder. Literally just a card holder. and I have cut, some of these are little plastic, no, I think this is all laminate now. So this is just laminate sheet, which I've done the same thing. I've cut it down to pocket size, and I've just gone through all my washies that I own. I've got so much to catch up on, because every time I get new washi, I go, oh, I must sample it. So I put a sample on here and then pack it away. And then this is what I use. So if I'm at home planning and I want to go, do you know what, let's go all crazy. I go into my washi drawers with whatever stickers or anything and go, do you know what, I'm feeling that one, let me get this one out. I'm feeling that, so let me get that one out. And I can just pull out what I want and use it. But sometimes it's like you can't, that's too much, it's too crazy. I've got like a little plastic drawer set, and then I've got a vanity case full, and I've got a cardboard box full. I've got loads of it, and obviously now I've got all the Girl Boss Anna stuff. You guys will relate to this. So I made a swatch book, one to take on the go with me. So when, you know, a few years ago when we were traveling and I wanted to take it with me, I just made this up. So because like, I don't know what washi I want to take. So I thought, let's sample everything that I've got. And it is like literally just everything. There's no real system to it. If there's a set, so like some of the, like these are like Simply Gilded sets. When I had the sub box, I've kept all them together. Like I've kept all my little flumpy ones together, my little overlays, you know, there's some more sets there. So there's no real, you know, I think I kept some of these because I was just, you know, I've got the two lips that I've got two lips ones, you know, and then I've got like some little Christmassy ones there together. Like I've kept some nude ones together. So there's not really any sort of system. It's just like, just to have a sample. So I've got it whenever I go anywhere. But I have found, because this is so much easier to go through, it's like having a sticker book, basically. I don't feel overwhelmed. Like, the amount of times I go, oh, I can't be bothered to get all the washi out. I just won't bother. Now all I have to do is get this little book out, you know, and it's so much easier. And I can go, oh, do you know what? I want some of that washi, and oh, I want some of this washi. And it's like, oh, I can just use it. So I'm using my washi more since I've had this washi book. So I do need to catch up on it. It is, I should have said, it is double-sided. So there's a pocket on this side, and then there is actually also a pocket on the other side as well. So it's double-sided. I am currently only filling up from like the right-hand side. So nothing, there's nothing on the back on any of these. It's all on the right hand side, purely just so it didn't bulk up too much. It has so many pages, so many pages. I can try and find the link for you. I believe I found these on Amazon. I found them on AliExpress. They're really, really cheap. This one has got so many pages in it. I think I got another one very similar, like half the amount of pages, from another cloth and paper box, which currently has like page flags in. But if this ever fills up, I will just move over to that one and then fill that one up as well. But I highly recommend making these washi sample books, because if you're like me, I don't even have a lot of washi. I do have a lot, don't get me wrong, but not a lot like some people. I'm not going to name any names, but some of my friends have got tons of washi, and we all say the same thing, like there's so much washi, and then like trying to get it all out is just like, oh, it hurts your brain, you don't want to do it, it's too scary. Yeah, so you end up not using all of your washi. So I highly recommend making a washi book, because then this is all you're getting out. You're not going through drawers and drawers of it. You don't struggle to find the washi that you want to use. So I did do this. Like I said, I need to catch up. I need to finish it, which I will do. It's like a little, it's really nice, because actually what I've done is I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pages. Hang on a minute. 8, 9 pages, 9.5 pages. All of these have got little bits of like laminate cut to size already. I've still got all of these pages with nothing in, but I would recommend anytime you get, so while I was cutting these to fit in this book, I will show you here. So this is all the craft acetate that I cut. Can you see all these ones at the back? These are the right size to fit this book, but these are a little bit, can you see? A little bit narrower, but they will fit in these pockets really nicely. So what I will do is probably go back and cut these in half and then pop these into this book as well. So anytime you have like leftover crafting acetate, any leftover laminate, I highly recommend like keeping it and then finding one of these little cheap books and doing this. I really do. It's a fun project. It's quite therapeutic to sit in the evenings and sit and do. So like yesterday, so I filmed the first half of this video yesterday, showing you and explaining what I was going to do. And then And then we got on with our day. I sat and did a little bit while I was eating lunch, and then the boys wanted to go to the soft play. So while they played in the soft play, I took all of this with me, and I just sat and compiled all of this while I sat. You know, I couldn't do anything. I kept an eye on the boys. They were playing, and I almost finished it. I purposely left 2 sets to do with you with this half of the video, just as a recap. I keep saying like a recap, like they're going to be 2 separate videos. I'm hoping I can slice these 2 videos together and upload it for you, but if not, if I have to do 2, then I've got a recap. So yeah, anyway, so this is my little cloth and paper receipt card, whatever they wanted us to use it for. This is my craft acetate cut down to size. I've got all my Girl Boss Anna overlay inks. I did say you needed some tweezers if you're like me and have like gel polish and it's hard to pick things up. This is a micro perm, but it is basically the same as a uni pin, which are available over at Pippy Plans. These write on everything, like the uni pins, exactly the same. Any surface, transparent, frosted, paper, anything. These, oh, I love them. Definitely recommend those. Sharpie for marking the insides of the washies. I definitely recommend doing this, because especially if you're like me and you go, do you know, these match perfectly. She's put this set together and they match so nicely. She's put this set together, they match so nicely. So I do sometimes feel like it's quite nice to use them together, because it's like, well, they already complement. I don't need to then rummage through that to find colours that complement when this complements already. But if I just wanted to say use that purple because it's just slightly darker than these 2, and that pink, then I can. But then they're all numbered. I can put them back in the sets. Oop! So much easier. It makes life so much easier. And then I will show you. So at the top here, which funnily enough is that set there. So this is Fairy Dust. And what I've done is on the inside, I've numbered them, number 1 in a little circle, so it's easy to spot the number. And then on the top of the card, I've pulled the label off from the outside of the packet, because 1, it's already done for me. 2, if you don't have a label maker, there's a label already there. 3, it's, you know, doing your bit for the planet. You know, do you know what I mean? It's taken half the work away from you. I say half the work away from you. It's kind of taken half the work away from me, because you've got to put some effort into getting this label off. But if you don't have a label maker, you know, just use what you've got. I've used a little sticky roller to then stick this down. So I do have a pair of scissors to cut the label down to size, because you don't really need that code number. This is more for like the shops, so they know which item they're giving you. But it is really nice to have that little name there. And then I've just used my pen to write down the number of the set, so I know if I pull this out and go, do you know what, I want it, this can be a reference guide as well, so I can look through this instead of looking at that and going, oh my god, I don't know what I want. I can flick through this as a reference and go, oh, do you know what, this set matches the sticker kit I'm about to use, so I need anything with number 1 in it. I can go through, find all the number 1s, pull them out, ta-da, I'm done, they're there. Takes the stress away from you. So especially when you're like, oh, I don't know, you can just flick through this rather than rummaging through all of that. So that's washi card number 1. Now some of them, like this set here, so let's just show you. So this is Feather Bliss, so this just double check, yes, these have got number 2s in. So number 2, and funnily enough, set number 2, so this has got 2 plus 2, because in here you will see, oop, there's 2 sets, so they're both Feather Bliss. It just happened to be a coincidence that I numbered this number 2 already. So I've done the same thing. I've gone, I don't know if you can see through, there you go, look, can you see through there? I've numbered these already when I've used something before. So this is Feather Bliss in the washi inks, this is Feather Bliss in the washi overlay inks. And what I've done is I've just taken a few, I've got one on the back here because obviously there's a set of 4. There you go, it's probably a little bit easier to see that one. And because it's on plastic, obviously you can just, it's the same as a washi card. These are literally just washi tape material. Use your tweezers just to peel them off. And they're just like washi flakes. So I have put the matching washi inks onto these as well. So obviously some of them don't have any, it's just the overlays. Some of them have got the 2, so they've got the 2 different versions on there. And I've just put, yeah, so there's 2, and then this one down the bottom is that 2nd number. And then these just slot inside your little pocket, and you can flick through to your heart's content. Oh look, there's another one, look up. So there's the look up overlays at the top, and then at the bottom there is the washi inks that match. Same with Boho Desert. It's got the 2 sets on there. And then obviously if she brings any more out, or I do get any more of these, I will like sort of transfer them over. If it comes out to be a different set, say she brings out another set of these washi inks and it doesn't tally up with any of the overlay inks, I will just create a new little label down here and then put them on, because it's just, you know, I've got space for them. So that, yeah, they don't all have, so like here you go, Pretty in Pink doesn't have any, but then a blush, sorry, does have a matching set too. So I am loving how that's working. Like I said, I have got my 2 here, which I will rabbit away while I'm doing these. And then in the last little pocket, like I was saying, I've just put those larger ones on. So I've got the 4 larger ones and then the skinnier highlighters. So that's just in the last pocket there. So yeah, let me stop rabbiting on even. And let's just jump into these last 2. So hopefully this is going to help you guys. Oh, hang on, let me do this bit first. Maybe use your washi a little bit more. Let me know in the comments what you like, how you store yours. How do you use your washi a lot? I found when I didn't have much, when I was first starting out, I used it a lot, but then I only had a little bit. I didn't have like a big collection or anything. So it was easy for me to use my washi because it was sort of like, there you go, it's just there. And then I subbed to, yeah, like I said, so I had my washi all together, and it's like, it didn't take me long to sort of rummage through and go, oh, I'm going to use this little bit of washi, because it's like, well, I only had a handful of rolls. It didn't take me long to rummage through them. But then once I subbed to Simply Gilded, I found I got more and more washi. Obviously I got it every month, and I was still using it. I tended to use it when that sub box arrived. It was like, oh, there we go. I'd decorate the, oh, look, I got glue on the plastic, sorry. I would use it for like that upcoming week, as it were. I'm just going to stick this on here. This little sticky roller is so sticky. It's lovely. That sticks down so nicely, and it's been quite robust so far. This was from Colour Cafe, the summer box. Absolutely love it. Definitely going to be needing some more. I might need to try and find out where it's from, because it's like little teeny tiny, I don't know if you can see, it's little teeny tiny dots. It's not like a solid strip. So it really, I've got a bit of tape stuck on me, really spreads the glue, but it's so sticky. But obviously if you don't have a glue runner, you can just use a Pritt stick. If you don't have any of that, just a little bit of sticky tape over the top, whatever you want to make work. So yeah, as I was saying, so yeah, once I subbed to Simply Gilded, I had all this extra washi coming in. And it was like, oh gosh, how am I going to keep up with everything I've got? I did start like a little swatch book, like a little cute notebook, and I just took a swatch of everything so I could see. And then I kind of started to use that a little bit. Oh, hang on, let me double check. What was my last number? 11, 12. So, sorry. So my last one was set 12. So this would be set 13. So I'm just going to write 13 at the top on the label. And then with my Sharpie, just go through and inside. I know a lot of people, they don't like doing this, but it doesn't bother me. I'm not going to be selling it on. I'm just going to write 13 in a little circle. And I did say before, I put it in a little circle because then it's a little bit easier to spot, because when you just write, sometimes it can be missed because of the print on the inside of the washi roll. So I tend to put it in a little circle, so it just makes it stand out a little bit more. Yeah, anyway, so I made a little notebook of like washi samples of the washi that was coming in the sets, and I kind of used that as a little bit of a reference, because by this point I was then filling a little set of plastic drawers, and it was like it was starting to get like, you'd open a drawer and go, oh, I don't know which one to go for. So just quickly, you can, I don't know if you can see there, came up really nice on the camera, there's a perforated line in between each ink, which you can just pull and they come apart so nicely. Makes it so much easier to use when you're using them as headers. And then I'm just making sure I've got 7. I think I said this in the other half of the video. I'm wrapping 7 around, because then that's enough. If I go, do you know what, I want to use this for the whole week, I know I've got 7 that'll go across the whole week. And then as and when I use them up, I'll just make a note to top them up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, actually, 8, 9. No, I wasn't. I was doing 10. I was doing 10 because then I knew I had 7 plus 1 or 2 extra. That's right. Sorry, I was doing 10. I made sure I had 10 because then I knew I could use 7 for a whole week and have 1 or 2 spare so I could make a note to myself to top it up. Yes, that was what I was doing. Right, pop that one out of the way. Anyway, yeah, so by the time I started subbing to Simply Gilded, my little plastic drawers started to fill up. I would go to use some washi and it would just be like, I don't know which one to use. I don't know where this one is. I don't know if I've got anything that matches these stickers. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry, I can't multitask today. And yeah, I just got a little bit overwhelmed. So yeah, I made the little swatch book one so I could just, because it was cute. I saw everyone making these little swatch books and it was like, oh, that's cute. And then you can see what you've got as well. And then it's like, oh, actually it's quite handy because then you can look through the notebook and go, oh, this matches what I'm wanting to like set up for this week. And then you could go through and like purposely look for those washies, made it a little bit easier. And then obviously more and more came. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then yeah, I was just finding that I had so many washies and obviously I keep adding to the collection and it's still getting out of hand and I just got overwhelmed. And then I came up with making this little washi swatch book, like sample book even, sorry, because then it's like, oh, lockdown happened when the restrictions were lifted a little bit and we were allowed to go around to like people's gardens. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry. My mum only lives down the road, so we were going to my mum's so the kids could play in the garden because we live in a flat, so we had no outside space. And it was like we would spend the day in my mum's garden, and it was like, oh, I want to be able to like take something with me. So I made the little sample book up because I was sat at home doing nothing. I'm a swim teacher, so I had no work to do, and it was like, oh, I can sit and play with washies. And I'm just going to do this last one. So I'm just going to peel the label off. And it was like, I just need to be able to like, taking all of this with me would have been crazy. So taking just one little washi book was so much easier. And it was like, oh, and then obviously things started to open up and we would have more days at my mum's house in the garden. We'd go to my dad's house and visit his garden. And it was like, oh, do you know what? And obviously like now the world is semi back to normal. It's like I've been a few places now. And it's like, oh, I want to take some of my planner stuff with me. So now, instead of going, oh my gosh, what washi do I think I'm going to want for like this weekend? You have a look through and you go, oh, I'll have to take this one. And you kind of fill like a little pouch or a little bag or case or something with bits and bobs in. Now I don't have to worry about doing that. I've got my little washi book. I have a sticker book, which has like literally a selection of everything in. It was a genius idea. So I've got one sticker book and I don't use it for when I'm planning at home. It's only for planning like on the go or when I go away. So like when we went away this weekend, I took that with me and it's got like a little bit of everything in it. It's got full boxes, it's got headers, it's got scripts, it's got icons, anything and everything that I would use, anything and everything that I order. I take 1 or 2 off and put it in this book. And 13, let's go 14. And, yeah, I literally don't have to worry. Just pop it in my tote bag and go. And it's brilliant. It's all packed. I don't need to try and think, oh, what do I want? What do I want? I just grab it and go. So if you have the time, or like me, like this has taken a couple of days to do because it's been in between jobs. It's been in between taking the kids out. Like the kids are playing now. So I'm just filming while I do it. It's really therapeutic. It's absolutely fun. And then at the end of it, we're left with something like this that we're creating now. Makes your life easier. And honestly, I'm not just saying this because, oh, I want you guys to go out and buy more stuff. Genuinely has... I kind of want to put it on that way around. I'm just going to flip these. I just realized I wasn't showing you. So this is how the set is in the roll. And I quite like it that way. I want it on the card like that, but obviously if I pick this one up, oh no, it's going at the top. What am I talking about? I was going to just flip them. I was going to do this and flip them the other way so it went on, but then I was like, no, actually, sorry. I think you're watching this, it's like, oh my god, she's gone mad. But no, I generally am. This is like a little, a bit like a little life hack that I have found works for me, and I want to share it with the others, because the amount of times when I was starting out in this community and it was like, it's just overwhelming, I don't know where to start, I don't know what to do, and it's like it's worked for me. And this is the whole reason why I share these things. Oh, pulled a bit too hard, sorry, look, I got two little inks on there. It broke along the perforated line. Let's line that back up. As much as I love watching the plan with me, oh, hang on, 1, 2, 3, hang on, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. As much as I love watching all the plan with me's, and I do still love watching plan with me's, and I do still do them, because sometimes just watching someone else plan either gives you the mojo that you need or gives you the inspiration that you need to then go out and do something. But stuff like this, it's like when you see those life hacks, like, oh my gosh, I never knew you could do that with the, I don't know, the soap dispenser or something. That's going to make my life so much easier. This is what I feel this is one of those things is. It makes my life so much easier. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And it just takes, I don't know, like, takes the anxiety away from it. Like, the amount of times, that's why, like, I don't often use kits in my planner, because you see a whole kit and then I look at my planner and go, I don't think I can use all of this, like there's so much to use, and then I go, oh, I'm not going to use it. It freaks me out, it scares me. I feel like you're going to need to lay it out perfectly. You see all these people that use kits all the time and it's like, how do you make it look so pretty? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, that's 9, 10, sorry. And it's like, I've used kits before and it's like, well, that doesn't look like how so-and-so used it. Like, I'll see someone using a kit, order it, and then go like, well, that doesn't look like what they just done. And then it just puts me off using them again. It's just daunting sometimes. It's like when you get a new notebook and it's like, you've got that fresh page right at the front. You're like, oh, I don't want to write it. I don't want to ruin it. That's what it got like with my washi with me. Like, sometimes it was just like, I'd open the drawer, see so much washi in there, not know what I'd want. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, sorry, 8, 9, 10. I just realised I was doing it like off camera, so you couldn't see what I was doing. I'm just literally wrapping it around. I'm just counting out those 10, just so I know I've definitely got like a full week plus those extras. And yeah, it would just be so daunting. It was just, I'd open the drawer and go like, oh, I want some pink washi. Oh, okay, and then I'd just, yeah, it'd be too much. It would just, I'd end up then not using any washi. It was silly. And I've got all this pretty washi, and like, you get so much of it on a roll. Look at it, all this washi, and then you think, oh, I don't want to use it because I don't want to run out. But it's like, if you don't use it, you've just spent that money for it to sit there. So this definitely, I highly recommend. If you don't already, you don't have to spend money on these special books or anything. Like I said, I found this one. This is literally just a card holder. If you go into AliExpress, Amazon, and type in card holder, plastic card holder, anything like that, they're like literally a couple of pound. So cheap. Or if like me, you sub or have subbed, like I said, this one came in an advent box, like from years ago. Paper Design Studio, my lovely friend Tia, put this as an add-on for her advent box, and it was like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to put in that. Oh, I might put some like die cuts and stuff. And there's actually, no, like washi sample cards would be brilliant in here. And then I've never looked back, honestly, never looked back. I know I need to finish this. I do need to like actually sit and finish filling it. But trust me, if you have so much washi and find you're not using it, because I had so much washi and it'd still be in the packaging years later. Like, I've actually had this for ages. I'd open a drawer and go, oh my God, I've never even opened this washi. I just wasn't using it. And it was purely because I'd open the drawer, look at all the washi and go, oh gosh, that's too scary. I don't know what to do with it. So I definitely recommend it. It is like literally either a cheap little card book, something like this from, you know, the Cloth and Paper sub box. Maybe even like, I recommend if you have got this and you're like I said, when I first got it, it came with these little like spending tracker cards, which I assume were like a cash envelope system, so you could track your spending, anything like that. that you've got floating around at home, or if you're, you know, you see anyone destashing it, like grab it. If it's cheap and you can get it, grab it. I definitely recommend trying to find something. If not, just, you know, laminate sheets. So like this was craft acetate. You can either get crafting acetate, you can do laminate sheets, you can do anything that works for you. You could even, because my other thought was, before I did this, my other thought was, I've got like a spare little pocket rings planner. You've got a little pocket rings planner that you're not using, and it's just sat on the shelf, and you know, you're not in the pocket rings anymore. Grab some craft acetate, grab some laminate sheets, laminate them, cut them to size, hole punch them, and put them in a little pocket planner. You can wrap the other way around this and pop it in a little pocket planner. Anything that creates a little sample book, trust me, it will change the way you use your washi. So here's my last one. Like I said, I've taken the label from the outside of the packet, just snipped off the code and stuck it to the top. Just so I know that this is the Wild Sleepover. So if I am doing a plan with me, and I'm using this and someone goes, oh, what was that? Because I really like the colours. At least I can say it was the Wild Sleepover set from Girl Boss Anna. Do you know what I mean? Because the amount of times I post a picture and then people go, oh, where was this from? And it was like, oh, I don't know which one it is. It was from this shop, or it was from there. And then look how many there are. There's so many. And there's so many similar shades as well. Like here, this is Shoal. And then this is, which one did I say this one? See, look, there we go now. I can't remember it already. So this one is Shoal, and then this one is, what was this one? I can't remember. Shoal and, oh, Feather Bliss, sorry, they're right next to each other. So Shoal and Feather Bliss, but can you see they're not the same at all? On camera they might look identical, but in real life they are all, like these two here look really, really similar, but this one is slightly different to this one. They're also ever so slightly different. So if I'm using Shoal in my set, like I'm taking pictures and I've used this on my my spread, I want to be able to say to someone, oh, it's the Girl Boss Anna washi ink overlay tape from Pippy Plans. It's the Shoal set. So they can go, right, okay, I'm going to go and order that Shoal set. Or they might, you know, I might use this one and I can go, oh, number 14. It's from Wild Sleepover. So they know which set they can go by, because the amount of times, like I said, when I was starting out in this community, I'd see something online and go, oh, that's really cute, where's it from? And then they'd be like, oh, I don't know, I got it years ago, or I don't know, it's from this shop. And then I'd go on and look and go like this. If someone said, oh, like this set, oh, it's from Girl Boss Anna, I'd go onto the Girl Boss Anna website and go, oh my God, there's hundreds. And then freak out because like, I don't know which one it was. I can't remember which one it is. I can't see. It might be this one. It might be another one. And then end up with the wrong set. And then I've spent loads of money on something that I'm probably then not going to use because it wasn't the right colour. So I definitely recommend taking that little bit of time to just doing something simple like numbering it and then keeping that on record like what it is. It's honestly, especially when you want to buy more, that's the other thing. So if I ever run out of this and go, do you know what, I really want that set again, I know exactly that this is Wild Sleepover. I can go straight on and order Wild Sleepover. It makes your life so much easier. And like I said, just honestly take the time, have a fun project. These two cards back to back. This is that last little empty pocket. Pop it in, and there we go, it's done. So there is that little cloth and paper, whatever you want to call it, like money tracking book, little receipt book, cash envelope book, whatever they intended for us to use it for. This is how I'm using it. I'm probably going to find some vinyls from Kimmy Creates to cover the front, make it look nice and pretty. You could even, if you wanted to, pop some little sticky back pockets on the inside if you wanted to pop anything else in. But here we go, Fairy Dust, Feather Bliss, you've got the inks and the overlay. Shoal, there is Royal Tea Party. Look up in both sets there. There is Boho Desert again in the washi inks and the overlays. You've got Smile. There is Coffee First. That's quite a nice set actually. This Mermaid Melody is absolutely gorgeous. Moonchild again, I haven't used this yet, but look how pretty those colours are. So pretty. There is Pretty in Pinks. There is a blush again with both sets on there. Charcoal Latte, this is really nice actually. The whole focus, Charcoal Latte. and then Wild Sleepover. And then these are those wide and the skinny little highlighters as well. There's so many more that Anna does that I want to get, so I'm gonna wait until Pippy gets them in. But if you want to get any of these are all available over at Pippy Plans. I will link all the shops below anyway, but I definitely recommend having a go at doing this. It was really simple. Little pocket book, card book, some crafting acetate cut to size, or some laminate sheets cut to size. I've just got tweezers, scissors, marker pen, fine liner, like all over a pen, a marquee pen of some kind, a marquee, that's because it was a Sharpie, so a glue runner or a Pritt stick or some sellotape, and then the washi of choice, whether it is something like the Girl Boss Anna inks where there are hundreds of them, or whether it's just your washi collection. I highly recommend doing this. I hope this has inspired someone, helped someone, given someone an idea. Honestly, if you have any questions, comments, anything, just leave it in the comments below and I will do my best to get back to you. Message me, come find me on my Instagram, anything. Honestly, I do my very, very best to try and get back to you, because I know what it was like when I was starting out, or finding a bit around, or even when you just get into that planner slump and you're like, I just don't know what to do. I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, I'm not using something. If I can help, I will. Even if you just want to chat, if you just want to say hi, if you know, come and say hi. I've had so many people see my nails in some of my videos and that's all they've messaged me about. They just, I love your nails, can I see some more? And it's like, yeah, sure, come and chat. I'm here to chat. Love making friends online. I've made so many good friendships online. But yeah, I'm going to squeeze these last few reels, hopefully, into this case. Hopefully, there's not much space left at the top. You can see, look, hopefully going to get them all in. I'm really hoping I'm going to get them all in. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go and buy another one. But yeah, this has changed my life. Definitely recommend doing it. It's been really fun as well. This has literally only taken me like, 2-3 hours at most. I did an hour or so, hour or two yesterday, half an hour, 45 minutes. How long is this video? 38 minutes with me chatting to just finish this off and explain what I'm doing. So not long. And it's like something you can sit and do while you're watching telly. Honestly, this one I just did. In the evenings I would sit, like I said, all the card plastic was pre-cut and they're all in the pockets, and I would just go, right, I'm going to do these 4 washies. Would sit and put those on a little washi card, pop it in the book, and then it's like, do you know what, I've got time to do another one. I'd pick another 4 out. I'm going to do these 4 now and put it on another card. And then when it's like, do you know what, I'm done, close the book, pack it away, do some more another time. Love it. Hope it's helped. Hope you've enjoyed. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I'm going to be able to slice these 2 videos together now and pop it up on my YouTube for you. But yeah, thanks for joining me, and till next time. Bye guys.